All right, let's I think we've already probably got people watching this.
Do we? Yes, we do.
Judging by that meme response, I'm assuming someone was on deck to click that link.
Would you like to immediately intro and go? Okay.
Fuck it. No time like the
Think,
present.
stunk, think, thunk, tank. It's time for Thunk Tank.
Hi, welcome to Thunk Tanked. My name is Calvin, and I am an actual wizard.
My name's Andreas, and I'm coming to you from a bunker somewhere underneath my house, so people can't find me because I'm not in my house.
My name is Eric, and today I learned that if your maple syrup grows mold on it, it's fine. That mold is non-toxic. You can just scrape it off and continue eating your maple syrup.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Is there like a very limited number of molds that are capable of growing on top of sugar liquid?
Okay.
Probably.
I don't know. All I know is my maple syrup grew mold, and I was like, that's not even fucking possible. And I Googled it, and the first thing Google turned up is, oh, just scrape it off and eat it, it's fine.
I love, there's a big distinction between like molds that like grow on food where it's like, you are going to die. Or, yeah, that's fine, just eat that, that's okay.
That's non-toxic mold.
Hey, Calvin, you're blowing out a little bit for me.
Am I? Good.
Yeah, just, you know, you're good.
Being volume down.
Down?
But I'd like to point out the fact that like a third of our foods require small amounts of mold and stuff. You know, like blue cheese and I don't know what sauerkraut is, but I'm pretty sure it's not mold. So blue cheese is the only one I have on deck. Yeah,
It's a different thing, not mold.
It's not mold.
Some sort of other microbes, right?
I thought it was mold.
Just bacteria, right?
Yeah. So fermenting's totally different, but like blue cheese, I think that's mold, right?
Well, blue cheese is mold.
Okay, all right. It's the only food I've got that has mold in it, but like that's what that one's fine. Maybe maple syrup is the new one.
Yeah, so like if it's a peanut, and it tastes bitter and bad, you spit that sucker out. It's got mold in it, and it will be very bad for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I know. I've eaten so many bitter peanuts. Wow.
Don't eat those.
I don't think I have. I can't remember.
Spit those out.
If they taste bad, don't eat it. That's the rule of eating things.
That's generally the rule.
Pretty much, yeah.
We evolved over thousands of years to not eat things that will kill us.
Right. Unless there's a new thing that we've made, like what's that one cleaning fluid? Oh no, antifreeze. Antifreeze tastes like candy.
Antifreeze.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Mother Nature. We fixed this one for you. So I've got a thunk this week of all things.
Ooh.
Thunk away.
I've got a couple, but you know, I mean, actually, you probably don't know because I imagine the last time you looked at a scholarship was like maybe never. I don't know.
Never.
I've looked at like two. Yeah, right. Exactly. But scholarships are super specific.
Okay.
Like,
oh yeah.
Highly specific. It's like they're looking for a person who is studying a very specific thing in a specific situation for something specific. And you can have every 4 years the scholarship comes around and it's for $400. It's like, all right, well, that's not worth my fucking time. Right?
Oh, see, I think of scholarship. When you say scholarship, I think him play football good, gonna get in school.
Right. When you say it like that, it does seem offensive to football players.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
But
they can't kick our ass. They don't know where we live.
They can't kick our ass. My door has a calculator on the front of it. They won't be able to figure out how to get in. Ha ha. No.
Because they're dumb.
Ha ha ha. Punching down. Ha ha.
Wait.
Or up, depending. I'm not really sure what my social standing is.
I'm not sure where we are relative to football players.
I think in 3 seconds below them. That's a tackling joke. All right. Anyhow, so a lot of these scholarships are like really dog shit, right?
Okay.
We should start our own.
A scholarship.
Oh, because there's left-handed redheads studying ecology and plan to go into politics.
Medical marijuana and politics. Or something.
So wait, how do you?
It should be like $10 a year. The Thunk Tank podcast scholarship.
So,
I'm
but
going to add a Patreon tier for that.
how
Right?
how do
And
we
then-
how is this going to get us
There's
anything?
no barrier to entry.
What do you mean?
You
say
just do
you
it.
have a scholarship
People
and it's
apply, and then
available.
you give them money.
But we don't have any money.
We have a little
That's
money.
why we put up a Patreon tier for this.
Currently, we've got one Patreon who's
It's fine.
donated like a total of like
Don't tell people
$9
Okay.
so
Yeah.
far.
Okay.
Right? And we'll have more patrons soon. Patrons.
Patrons. I
The
think that's
robot version of
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
patrons. Patron, the money destroyer. Sorry. No, nothing. All right. But we should do a scholarship. It doesn't have to be for very much money.
Okay. I understand we can make scholarships. What's your end game here? What's your
Viewership. This is a grassroots
fine.
movement to get
One
viewers.
person who wants our scholarship is going to view our stupid
No, it's a
shit.
$10 scholarship. It goes to 10 people.
Oh, fuck.
How great would that be? Like,
Alright.
we just need to send out a couple of mailers, right? You have been identified as someone who may be eligible to apply for the Thunk Tanked Podcast Scholarship. Fuck it. We arbitrarily choose people, not even just room numbers, because you can find the buildings and the room numbers out online. We don't know who they are. We just need them to respond. And then we actually give them a scholarship. And then we'll be on that list of this person's scholarships that everyone can see.
I see. Where it says Thunk Tank Podcast.
The Thunk Tanked Podcast Scholarship. Yeah. For
Thunk
the
Tank
scholarship for
Endowment.
excellence.
Should be
The
like
Thunk Tanked Podcast Scholarship for excellence.
thunktanked.com scholarship for excellence so that they find our way directly to us. I see.
God,
It's
you
a
can't
marketing
fuck that
scam.
one up.
It's a marketing
It's a marketing
I'm-
scam
I'm
where we
figuring-
pay people money.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
But less money than we would have to pay to do actual marketing and
my
reach
God.
that many people.
So much less. But because someone's going to get this and they're going to go, what the fuck is this?
Uh-huh.
And then they're going to watch it at least. We're going to get a view.
Oh, view.
We
A
get
view.
at least one view, regardless.
Hmm.
Okay.
I
Amazing.
think this is brilliant.
Amazing.
We send out 100 mailers.
Mhm.
Fucking maybe 10 people apply. Give them each $1. Fuck it. I can front $1. You guys are not nearly as enthused about having your own scholarship.
No.
The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Thunk Tank Podcast Scholarship for Excellence.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I
you
like
don't
the
want
idea, but like it doesn't seem like we're doing good in the world or making any money. So I'm like not 100% on board. Like I
sometimes
get publicity, but
sometimes you
it
have
might
to-
be more interesting to have a scholarship that's divided amongst all applicants.
Oh, that would be interesting, especially if we had an actual amount of money. That would be, most
Like-
wonderful.
It would be like an interesting well, game theory says I should apply anyway because if I don't apply, I get nothing, right? Maybe nobody else has applied. And if everybody thinks that way, the scholarship is a penny a person.
Can you make a application fee for a scholarship?
You can, but then we're scumbags. But we should do that. We should do that. Yeah, that's brilliant. It's
That's
upsetting.
It's basically a
why-
lottery then at that point.
Oh, we actually give money away. Right. Okay. Sorry. I was just having people apply and taking their money.
We take
half
their
of it.
money and then we take half of it and then the other half goes to a random individual that has applied.
50 raffle, except for the college scholarship. That would require some marketing to work.
I don't
but
think.
I
I
like
think.
it.
I think it's an application fee, and then we actually select someone.
The thunktank.com
Scholarship for lucky
scholarship
people.
raffle
I think we call it
Scholarship
this.
raffle.
for lucky people.
This the scholarship for lucky people.
You don't have to have any kind of qualifications. You don't got to
No
do any kind of
qualifications, no
research.
requirements. All you have to do is be lucky.
Just be lucky.
And you get the scholarship.
So-
And we determine how lucky you are by whether or not you got the scholarship. Easy peasy.
Yeah,
it's very straightforward. Yeah, I mean, the odds are actually better than a lot of the other scholarships that you're going to be applying for.
Yeah.
Not if it's a
50-50,
lot of
either
money.
You win or you don't.
It's not a lot of money. It's like $1.
Oh, so we're redividing it up around 50-50. I understand. Jesus Christ. I'll get that.
I think it's great. I think we've taken your idea and we've turned it into a proper scam.
Yeah.
that's true. How much is the app? If it's 50-50 and the application fee is, let's say, $1, that means there are $2 per person who wins, right?
No. Which we do is one person wins.
Oh, one
They get
person wins.
half of all the dollars.
They get a big chunk of cash, and then we also
Oh.
get a big chunk of cash.
We get the
Oh,
other
okay.
half of all the dollars.
Gotcha. All
Right.
That makes sense.
This is
I'm
how
sorry,
we.
I thought you 50% of the people were winning,
No.
and I was like,
Only
that's
the lucky
insane.
one. Only the lucky one. It's a lottery.
It's not a lottery. That's illegal.
It's not a lottery. It's a scholarship.
Yeah, and
You
we
can
do select
basically
them.
only enter if you haven't taken college level statistics courses.
Hmm.
So you don't know what a bad
Yeah,
idea is.
that's the only requirement is that no statistics. Yeah,
To be fair, we could just yeah. Requirement not understanding how statistics work.
are you bad
Is
at
a-
math? Are you very lucky?
You feeling lucky?
The Thunk Tank scholarship for people who are bad at math, but also very lucky.
Yeah, I love this idea. I'm excited. I'm on board.
Oh, this is fantastic. We should set this up on the website.
Mm-mm. Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we'll make our Patreon people like winners for a little while when there's like no money, so we can be like, this person won. So like go in for like the
Annual or biannual based on school years or something.
usually.
Okay.
So we'll split up the chunk of change that they're winning across as many semesters as they have left.
Yeah, and I like the idea of just being like, no, it's not a lottery, officers. It's a scholarship for lucky people.
God, we're gonna go to Supreme Court over this. And we're gonna get got for illegal gambling.
It's not gambling. It's a scholarship. We just want to give money to those who deserve it.
The lucky
The
people.
lucky people. Look, if you're already lucky, you're gonna do really well in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want unlucky people.
Why would we be giving our money to people who are not lucky?
I don't want an unlucky heart surgeon. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, damn straight. I have a thing. I have a movie idea. No, not a
yeah.
movie, a television show.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That's even better.
You sure it's not a mini-series?
It's a television show. So
Is it a streaming show or a broadcast show?
broadcast.
Oh.
It's got to have lots of commercials.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay. Like really annoying ones that like pull you right out of the experience. I've been every once in a while I sit down with Alex while she is watching one of her really bad cop shows.
Oh, yeah.
And the really bad cop shows are incredible and I'm sure everybody's seen the Enhance scenes.
Oh yeah.
Where
Sure.
they're using a computer and they just enhance and enhance and enhance until they find some sort of thing. And but that's not the only place in these bad cop shows where that happens. Pretty much at any point that the plot requires that smart person solve a thing, an Enhance like scene occurs. where technology does things that it cannot do, and it just anybody with like even the minute understanding of how computers work or programming or anything, like just if you've used a computer, you're going, no, that's not, or if you know anything about science or something, you're always, you know, you guys understand what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. So my solution for this is a cop show where all cops are also wizards.
Wizard cops.
See, I thought this was gonna go a completely different way, but please continue.
So the thing is that basically when these things happen on the bad cop shows, they're basically just doing magic. It's just straight up magic. There's no way that these things can actually happen. But like this would be just like you set it in like modern eras. Everything else is completely normal as it always is. Except that the cops are capable of doing, like, well, not all the cops, but like there's certain cop wizards.
The ones that sit at the desk.
Forensic cop wizards.
Forensic
anyone that
cop
touches the
wizards.
keyboard.
That's what we're gonna
Forensic-
call it.
send down to the
It's
forensic
called
wizard department.
Forensic Cop Wizards, FCW.
On the CW.
It would be.
Okay,
It
right.
probably would be. Yeah.
Probably.
And
Sounds
that's
about right.
and all the rest of the things in the show are exactly the same, except
Mhm.
when they do the forensic work, it's just straight up magic. And
They throw
suddenly,
Bones into the corner and they're like, but maybe if he's a diabetic, maybe he's not the diabetic.
yeah, exactly,
He
exactly.
didn't take the candy bar.
And then they do a spell and they find out that he's not, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And they go and they book the guy, and there's no leap in anything that is required because
So, I want to pitch you on what I thought you were
yeah,
gonna pitch
please,
me,
please, please.
which is it's exactly modern day,
Uh-huh.
except it's a cop show, and it's a hard sci-fi where all the things that the computers can do in the cop thing, computers actually can do. And we're just exploring what batshit world and things would happen if that was true.
Oh, I like that. Like maybe there's like a so there's like super intelligent AI or whatever that they're able to interface with.
I feel like they don't. I feel like you're taking it too far.
Yeah,
like
am I? Okay,
yeah.
tell me.
Yeah, because there's no AI that talks to them in the cop show,
Okay.
right? It's just when you hit enhance, it can enhance it.
Mm-hmm. They also do stuff where there's like a lot of there's a graphical interface on the screen. There's almost no text, and they type, and windows go whoop, 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 whoop. You know?
Yeah, pretty sure I could set my computer up to do that.
Right,
Yeah, I
but
mean, there's a
how
lot of
does it
control.
work? You know, like how are they
Like
doing?
it works by activating macros with your keyboard to open and close windows.
Okay,
Yeah,
Easy
no,
peasy.
it's all
know from
macros. All right,
All macros.
all police know a lot of macros.
Yeah,
It's
They're
true.
real good at computers.
they're really
So weirdly, I thought you were going in a different direction, and we're gonna talk about how forensic science is mostly bullshit.
Oh, it is. To be
Like-
fair, is there a barrier to entry for forensic science? Really?
there's
Like they teach it in schools
Yeah.
and stuff, but like recently, like in the last decade, the FBI admitted that their bullet lead analysis laboratory was horse shit and did nothing. Like they can't do that. There's a lot of evidence coming out that bullet pattern analysis, where they're analyzing like the spirals left on that's absolute baloney.
okay.
Fingerprints are in question, whether that's actually like effective real science. There's like very little science in the field of forensics. They call it forensic science, but they don't do any science.
That's why you need wizards. I'm telling you.
It would be kind of interesting to do a forensics cop show where they just use real science, and it's like, well, none of this actually does anything. Go like do real detective work and ask people if anybody knows who did it. Which is like 88% of detective work. There is like asking people if they know who did it.
So there.
After that, cops are like, I don't know.
there's a career in here.
Is there?
Yeah. I think there's a career in being a professional witness, which is a real thing.
An expert witness?
Not an expert witness. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like you get literally paid by like one of the sides to go up there and spend your time explaining complicated things.
Explaining
and-
exactly why those bullets don't match. I know the prosecutor's guy said they do. I say they don't.
Yeah, you're a professional scientist and you go up there and you're like, no, that means nothing. This guy's insane.
Better
No,
yet.
Yeah, no.
Better
People's
yet.
fingerprints line up all the time. This is bullshit.
Better yet.
Here's
Okay.
proof-
I make a computer with all kinds of fancy graphical things that happen when I press a bunch of keys. And I'm an expert witness in things, and I can enhance stuff and things like that, but I just pre-prep it.
All the images are, you derez the images, you compress the shit out of them, and then they're like enhance, and you're like, hold on, I need to program this.
Yeah.
There you go.
Enhance.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking
That would
about.
be amazing at like convincing jurors who've watched too many bad cop shows that
I think-
your side is right.
Sadly, I think that would be amazing at convincing jurors,
That's what I do. That's what I
regardless of their television habits.
I'd
Well,
get
I don't
hired
know that
by
would convince
lawyers.
Me.
Hired by lawyers to produce evidence.
No, to explain evidence.
To produce evidence.
That's illegal.
Is it?
Provide
Yeah.
an alternate opinion on the state's evidence.
Yes.
I'm examining evidence and I'm finding.
Oh
things
my
out.
God. Here's a question, right? Ready?
Yeah.
Other than being held in contempt of court, this is genius, which is you get the court's evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you display it, but you display like lower res versions or with a projector that's like out of focus slightly, and you're like, there's no way they can tell this is my client. Look, they're all blurry.
That
And
wouldn't work. They just come up with the good pictures. They already have those in evidence.
No, you have to do it after they've already done that.
They get
you're
to
like-
like rebut your bullshit.
Nah, no, they won't. They won't. You got to make it subtle,
You have to
subtly
real-
blurry.
I think the expert witness is the way to go here. I think it's a great idea.
And to be
Like
fair,
it.
having a witness that, well, an expert in why forensics is bullshit is an interesting argument against all the bullshit.
That's
I was just going to go in as a forensics expert and say the things definitely don't match. That was definitely not true. Their guy was wrong. Don't want to do any complicated shit like make people think about whether forensics is real. That might get you thrown out of court. But disagreeing on what the forensics means, you can do that all day.
I guess I could say that I don't believe that there's any forensic evidence here that says that these two things are the same. Is
I'm
a
a
really
fingerprint
safe.
matching expert, and I'm telling you with absolute certainty, those fingerprints don't match.
Oh, that gets hard.
I can be certain of whatever the fuck I want.
Oh, that's true.
What are you gonna do? Tell me I'm not certain? I'm an expert. My qualification is just because that other guy's.
I'm an expert. I'm certain of it. Oh, that's a good little scam, especially since lawyers pay big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Man, maybe I should become an expert in forensic science.
Yeah, it
Like,
probably only takes us like a minor college education or something.
but
Just a little
like,
one.
I don't even need to be an expert in like how to do forensics. I just need to be an expert in why they don't work.
Be a regular person.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that obviously doesn't work. Don't be stupid. Stupids.
So now I'm thinking, sorry, while you're having this conversation, I'm thinking about building a fictional user interface system that looks really fancy and looks like, like the sci-fi stuff that they do with computers on cop shows.
And we call it doors
Doors.
Okay, yep.
'cause
Doors.
it opens doors.
And the thing
Like
is,
a hacker.
I'm thinking about a video game actually that uses this, where you have no idea how to operate this system, and it's really kind of like difficult to understand why what you've done has things like it's about discovering the puzzle of like figuring out this interface.
I love these games.
It's like a hacker video game where you're hacking an alien computer.
Basically, yeah.
I like this idea. I'd play that.
Yeah, I'd play the shit out of that. So you got to bring the mouse into it as well.
Yeah, okay.
There's
How?
different motions that do different things.
Gesture-based controls. Yeah, I see.
Everyone loves future gesture-based controls, and no one hates them tremendously. I've never touched the trackpad on my mouse and then realized that I hit it with too many fingers and all the fucking windows go away. Because if you touch it with 3 fingers, that must mean you want no windows open.
Yeah. We have a trackpad on our computer, like our television computer, where if you do this certain gesture with it, and I can't turn it off, I can't find a place to turn it off. You do this certain gesture with it, and it pulls up Cortana and minimizes all the other windows. And it's just like, well, I don't even use Cortana. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Fantastic. Oh,
I'm ready to go
that's
back
good
to.
shit.
I'm ready to go to Linux anytime now, any second.
I keep telling myself I'm going to, like, very soon. I was waiting for the new Steam Deck, Steam OS, but like, it's probably out now. I don't know.
Yeah, Proton looks like it's doing really good at running most video games.
Well, fuck.
Anyway,
Time to switch, everybody. Windows sucks.
yeah.
So I've got another idea for you.
Tell us.
It's a summer camp.
All
Oh,
right.
I love it.
It's military camp. It's military camp.
Okay.
It's pro-military camp. But it's not. It's where you send your kid when they're like, I want to join the army. And you're like, I don't want you to join the army. They're like, I think I'm going to join the army. And you're like, no, please don't. Please don't join the army. I don't support this. No offense to military people, but some parents don't want that.
Okay.
And I think that some kids don't want it because they just haven't had to do push-ups and been screamed at or
So it's
whatever.
like a preview of boot camp, so you can nope out before you get like ditched from the military and get that.
Exactly.
You
It's
get stuck
so
in
it
the
has
military.
it has none of like the pro-military like vibes that a like a military camp would necessarily. It's just straight up boot camp. But
I like this idea.
but shitty. Like there's no real effort put into it to like make it like good or like fun,
enjoyable
just,
or anything. It's
just
you
boot
sign
camp.
your life away for the next 4 years. We own you. Do what we tell you.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. Except
right.
You get to go home at the end of the summer and not have to be in the military.
Yeah. In 3 weeks you're done. But
yeah. Oh, that might not be the worst thing.
It's not. The real problem with it is conveying to parents in the day and age of the internet that you are that you're not a normal military camp. You're for making the kid not want to join the military. And I mean, to be fair, if the kid wants to join the military after they've done boot camp, they're probably ripped.
Yeah.
So it does work. It's not
military
bad.
preparatory camp. It's not just to make kids not want to join the military. It's to make sure they want to join the military before joining.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? That's pretty legit.
I think it is legit.
It's not anti-military. It's anti-wasting the military's time training people who are just going to wash out anyway.
I am almost positive that there's a way to get military funding for this.
Oh,
they could even provide some staffing. We can train drill sergeants for them.
Because you're not signing up, you're just pre-signing up.
It's not really signing up. You're seeing if you want to. And,
but then but it's really serious once you get in. No, see, I don't think we should get actual military people in. I don't think anything like that should happen.
You want to have control over it. Maybe we can get trained by some boot camp guys. There's probably
hire some retired drill sergeants.
That's exactly it.
They probably are itching to
they probably enjoyed the shouting part.
Yeah. and the military isn't having them back because, oh my God, these people are out of control. And that's exactly who we want, right?
I don't think they're out of control, but I want the loose cannon drill sergeant now that you mentioned it.
Yeah. And then, but I really think because the military funds like all kinds of things for like pro-military stuff. Like they
Mhm.
fund movies all the time. If you just
That's true.
have like army people in your action movie, bam, now it's an army movie. That's like why why all the Transformers have like army units in them. All the new Transformers movies. It's
You get a lot of
because
fucking money
yeah,
and like helicopters and shit.
Yeah, free tanks.
yeah.
Everybody
What's not to
loves
love
free
about
tanks.
free tanks?
So I
Um,
definitely think that could happen. They have so much money and they're just passing it out.
Yeah, that's not the
God, we
worst
should
idea.
do this. We should do this. This is easy. You put so fucking A, you make the kids build the obstacle course. Like fuck it. Welcome to hauling logs, kid. Yeah. Fuck.
We just need a big chunk of land. Oh wait, we already have some of that.
Well, we don't have that much land.
Do
We need a lot more
big
land.
chunk?
No,
I
you
need
need a
big chunk of land.
you
Bigger
need a
chunk?
shit ton. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
I don't-
that's chump change when you're talking government money.
Yeah, if we can get government money for this, we're golden.
Yeah, that's true,
Otherwise,
that's true.
there's gonna be some startup costs. We need a big chunk of land. We need to do some advertising. Advertising is not cheap.
That's true.
Yeah, but I could see this totally working. Like in our location, people will come from all over the place for
Yeah.
special training kind of thing like that. Yeah, advertising is the big issue.
Mm-hmm.
But we
Yeah.
don't need to do that much because if we can get the military funding.
Yeah.
And what's great is you need very little staff. Because like you make those kids make their own meals. You know, you're gonna have round shifts of doing mess hall stuff. That's normal.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure.
Mhm,
I
I
don't
don't
actually
think the boot camps include making their own meal.
They might not be, but
maybe as a punishment. Ours does.
Mhm.
We're not allowed to make you run until you throw up and then keep running. So because it's
think we
child
are.
abuse. No, I'm pretty sure when they're like 17, it might be a problem actually. Once they hit 18 and they've signed their life away to the government, then you can. But I think
if we have their parents' consent, we can do anything we want to them because at that point we own them.
oh yeah, I forgot about all those weird
forgot
religious
children
camps
are
that
basically garbage.
that
Yeah.
did all that bad stuff.
Yeah.
There's like some
I'm sorry, I
crazy
was coming
shit.
at this from a
You're
moral
coming at it from a
perspective.
perspective of being moral and righteous.
Yeah, don't.
No.
Silly me.
That's not how you make money.
Like on the one hand, we need anybody who makes it through our camp to do okay in the military,
Mm.
and on the other
Mhm.
hand, we need anybody who doesn't to be like discouraged enough that they won't waste anybody's time joining the military.
Yeah, but it's not like we need to actually train them anything because they're going to get that at boot camp. This is
Yeah, right.
just
physical.
This is
To be
mostly
fair,
physical training
mostly physical.
and
Yeah.
mental
They don't.
discipline.
We're there's mental discipline, of course.
Standing still,
Cleaning good.
walking,
Cleaning good.
saluting a lot. It's important. Yeah,
Did I say cleaning yet? Or
cleaning. Gotta clean.
really clean camp.
Digging latrines.
yeah, amazing. It's excellent. This is an excellent idea.
We can get all our fucking gear from military surplus.
Yeah.
It's already cheap and
Hell, if
shit.
we're working with the military, they can give us the stuff before it's surplused out.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, let's. Do we know anybody who's high enough up in the military that they could fund our stupid shit?
No.
Oh, Calvin hasn't said no. He might. He might.
I don't know what their current status is. I'd have to ask.
Well, one way to find out.
Yeah, to ask. That is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's two ways to find out, but one of them involves being in the CIA and looking them up.
I don't know.
You gotta open a lot of windows.
Yeah, with macros.
Macros, yeah. Eric, I don't think you've had an idea today.
Thunk, you guys have been carrying the show so far.
You always have the thunks. Do you have a thunk?
Thunks. I have
You
thunks.
can, if you'd like to share a thunk, you can. Or, to be fair, it's getting to that time
Is it?
where you
Oh,
need
that
to
time-
drink a drink.
So I'm gonna thunk while I consume. I just want to look. Wondering what this one tastes like. We've got the pear Drax pear soda,
Pear
Oh, that sounds
Drax.
wonderful.
sparkling pear drink.
That actually looks terrifying.
That looks fantastic.
Why is
It's
it?
either amazing or terrible.
Why
and
is
I
it
have no idea
brown? Is that the
I think
bottle?
that's glass. That's
Okay.
the glass color.
Okay.
Wait. Can you hold that up again? Is it
Sure.
unopened?
It is unopened.
Is the liquid level like way lower than it seems like it should be? Oh no.
I think it's
Okay.
fine. I
Sorry.
think
It
it's
looked
fine.
like it was like
Thanks for looking
roughly.
out for me, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were just cheap. I wasn't like, oh, this is hazardous. Pear Drax.
Pear Drax. Drax is not a. Oh
Not a tasty word.
no.
But that's actually amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Light, pear flavored. Exactly the flavor I think of when I think of pears.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do we have our first
right.
S tier?
I think it might just be an A.
An A. Okay.
Because
Wow.
It's quite a bit better than I would have expected, but it's not I'm ever going to buy one again.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Yeah, that's fair.
It is lovely though.
Pear Drax.
Pear Drax. Sparkling pear drink.
What is the Drax part?
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's got some stuff in French. It might sound better in French.
Most things do.
Yeah, I was about to say most things do.
Oh,
Hey,
product of
wow.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Hmm.
So, thanks Trinidad. You make good pear soda.
Wow. All right, you heard it here first, folks. The first A.
Wow.
So my thunk was an official dash cam for reporting traffic infractions. You see somebody do something dumb in their car, you can report them to the government using an official government dash cam.
Are you? God, that's such a fucking bad idea. I love it.
Why is that a bad idea?
You want people to opt in to fucking being like a goddamn narc?
Yeah.
It's very 1984. I like it.
That's bad.
Here's the thing. Driving is real dangerous.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks they drive fine and everybody else drives like shit.
Is it just gonna give tickets to the people with the cameras on it?
Once you report it, it should analyze your driving behavior over the last 24 hours and give you tickets for all the bad shit you've done also.
I don't think I deserve tickets. I think I'm a pretty safe driver, except for a few things.
That's the point I'm making. Everybody thinks that.
Yeah, but I think I'm right.
Some people very obvious. Well, buy the camera and find out, bro.
No, fuck no. One, I'm not gonna pay to get ticketed. That's ridiculous.
And if you drive right, you don't get ticketed. Only the other people who are driving wrong get ticketed.
I should become a traffic cop, is what you're telling me.
This device makes everybody who wants to be a traffic cop, but unlike traffic cops, they also have to follow the laws.
God, but that removes like half the reason to become a traffic cop.
I mean, the entire reason to become a cop is so you don't have to follow laws, obviously.
No, they're to enforce traffic laws and parking laws.
Okay, you're right. Being able to tell people who are being assholes to stop being assholes.
Fantastic.
Not bad.
So a high quality, high field of view, like very fisheye lensed camera, with a little tiny, computer recording to
The cloud, cell phone stuff.
Well, you could do that, but I think temporarily just throwing it to a hard drive.
Yeah, that would probably work.
And because memory is cheap at this point for just put it to some flash or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
3 SD cards, like a terabyte. It's fine.
Bluetooth to your phone. Press a button and it uploads the whole of memory off to the cops.
Government. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and ideally it would be wired into the car so it can see when you use your turn signals and how fast you're going.
I mean, ideally, but I don't know that's harder. And I think this is, how do we get the government to do a thing? That's the problem.
Well, I recently was told that the government did a thing.
It's won't somebody think of the children? That is the trick.
Oh.
How many children die every year in car accidents? We
Well-
need to enforce safer driving rules, but also defund the police. So let's lay off some of the police's responsibility onto the people. Let's take up traffic enforcement as a grassroots volunteer organization.
If they're mass manufactured enough, I bet you could do like $10 a pop for one of those recorders.
Yeah.
The memory will be a little more expensive, probably 20, right? No,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheap, crappy stuff, like mass manufactured, not a
Mm.
one-off that you're making. It's like
Yeah.
it's coming out of a factory in China.
And possibly like government subsidized.
Yeah.
So,
So
you know, one
Speak-
ticket pays for $100 worth of cams.
That's
true.
right. That's right.
So I was informed today by a wonderful member of our community about something the government did. The government did something today, guys.
What they
Does anyone know what our government did? It's going to change our lives. It's going to affect each and every one of us because I know where we live.
I don't know. They do things all the time, and it's all annoying and bad.
They're going to make daylight savings time permanent.
What do you mean permanent?
We're not changing the clocks anymore. We're in whatever the
We've
shifted
sprung
time.
ahead, and we're never gonna fall behind.
Wait,
Apparently,
We've decided we are a central UTC.
I don't know.
Wait,
-4 now.
wait, really? I've
Yeah.
dreamed of that for years.
I ate like
No, that's not
Patty
real.
was- Yeah,
I don't believe
Senator-
it.
Approved
It's
the measure.
probably not real. It's probably
called the Sunshine Protection Act unanimously by voice vote. The House of Representatives, which has held a committee hearing on the matter, must still pass the bill before it goes to Biden. But yeah,
Okay, so it isn't the law yet, but they're trying. That's amazing.
right. Well, it passed unanimously
I'm so
Yeah.
in the
shocked
Senate.
and
In the
happy.
Senate,
Oh my gosh! Please let this go through. I hate daylight savings time so
everyone
much.
hates. Yeah, you know what's more? You know what's more like plain and simple and more of a no-brainer than like taxes or human rights or anything like that. Time. And apparently it's the only fucking thing we can agree on. I want to say some really political
Like, I'm
dark
gonna
stuff.
start
but, like,
campaigning for super daylight savings time, where we spring an hour ahead from here.
There's like 5 different time changes in smaller increments than an hour
No,
over the year.
No. We've sprung ahead. That's great. Let's spring ahead again
Uh-huh.
next spring.
Yeah.
It's only
time
spring
travel.
ahead.
Time
spring
travel.
Never fall behind.
What I'm really
I like
hoping.
springing ahead. I get an extra hour of sleep.
I'm really hoping like some senator in some state is really fucking passionate about like the time stuff for some reason. I don't know who the fuck would be, but like there's one holdout. I'm hoping like Texas.
Yeah. Fucking Ted Cruz up there. This is what fucking who was his name? The guy on the $100 bill said we should do. So this is what we should keep doing because our founding fathers knew what was best for us in a modern digital economy. Can't wait.
I don't remember.
Ted Cruz, please,
Ben,
please hire me as a speechwriter.
did Ben Franklin fucking do daylight savings?
I think he invented it. He's the one who I hear blamed for it the most.
Son of a bitch. I mean, he was like really cool and also really shitty.
Bifocals and screwing up our timeline.
Fucking it up by shifting it around an hour here, an hour there.
I do like
$1 a day.
the only spring ahead. I am thinking like I'm seeing 12 years from now, it is noon and you step outside and it's pitch black.
Everything's weird and shitty. Welcome to America. We're on China time now. No reason. Don't ask.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So what are we calling this episode? I think we should call it like daylight savings. Fuck. I want to take a page out of that article. For all of our viewers, I'll post a Fox News article that has a title which is unrelated to the article.
Oh yeah, that was
like factually unrelated. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Fox News has less journalistic integrity than our podcast.
Did you also notice as you were reading the article that they posted, I was like, kept on trying to figure out, like, what is the point of those words all put together at once? What are you
It's like an opinion
saying?
piece without an opinion. It's
Yeah.
literally someone did a survey and they're like, how do we make this into an article? And they're like, put article and get quotes.
Do you think it's an AI?
I don't think it's an AI, because I think an AI would have understood better what to make the headline than what Fox News did.
Okay.
Because it would have grabbed stuff from the article to make the headline. As
Maybe.
nonsensical as it would be, it probably would have grabbed words that were used in the article.
Oh no.
So I think our clickbait should be something like liberals need not apply. Daylight savings time is here for us. And that's it. It's got nothing to do with most of the article. We mentioned daylight savings time, but like,
what about, I feel like the scholarship lottery might have some, I don't know.
Scholarship for lucky people.
Maybe that's not as clickbaity.
Are you lucky enough
how
to pay for
how to get a
college?
scholarship? How to get a scholarship?
No.
Fuck it.
No.
Easy scholarships to get.
Those poor
Easy
kids.
scholarships to get. They're fucking Googling easy scholarships to get.
Scholarships
They deserve
with
what they
no
get.
requirements.
Low GPA scholarships. That one's clickbait. That one's
Low
dead on
GPA
clickbait.
scholarship. That's horrible.
It is
Purposely being mean to stupid people.
No,
I mean,
no.
Oh, well,
that's
people
half
are
of
bad
our-
at school. I guess they're not necessarily stupid.
Yeah.
that is
no.
very on brand for Thunk Tank, though.
It is, but it's also an incredibly vague thing people might type in.
Thumbnail.
Which, to be fair, a lot of scholarships don't have GPA requirements.
Thumbnail
Like,
is just
That's fine.
a wizard magically changing the time. Like there's a little clock and the hands are going around.
That's
Wizard
correct.
savings time.
Wizard.
Do you want to put
savings
Ben
time.
Franklin's
Is
face on
daylight
it?
savings time magic? Ben Franklin in a wizard hat, changing the clock. Was
Done.
Ben Franklin a wizard who could control time?
Yes. Yes.
Was Ben Franklin a time wizard?
Yeah.
Is not good clickbait, but it is
It's very
funny,
funny.
and I think we should go with it.
Write that on the thumbnail and have the clickbait be the scholarships thing.
Yeah, completely
And people
unrelated.
will
Just
look
to
at
be
this like, what the fuck is
oh,
going on?
okay.
Easy scholarships. Yeah. Fuck, that's funny.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. We're Thunk Tanked. Go to thunktanked, that's past tense, ed.com. You can see it in the description below or whatever. And we do this every Tuesday. Our episodes come out on Wednesday or Thursday because, we're cool and we are chill about this.
Yeah. And if you're cool and chill too, you can sponsor us on Patreon. Click like, subscribe, do all the internet things. Leave a review on iPodcasts or whatever the fuck Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. Also,
iTunes.
come hang out on our
Go do
Discord.
some weird shit.
Come hang out on our
Discord's
Discord.
cool.
There's a link somewhere on this page that you're watching this on. You should check that out. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
see
Our
the
Discord
sweet
is
memes
fun.
Posted by our awesome fans.
And shitty articles posted
Shitty
by me.
article. And
Get
whatever
that
the
one to
hell
you
I
guys
think
soon.
is interesting or important.